Okay,
Welcome to
what's up,
Regenerate
folks?
Talk. We're talking. Oh, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
No, just go ahead. Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Oh, after you. After you, Ty.
No,
Just
no,
want to
no,
hog
no,
the
no,
spot.
no.
You
This
just.
fucking
You were
sucks.
so.
Just like Captain America, Brave New World,
Oh wow, wow.
which
Almost like you
totally
told me.
uses Zionist propaganda.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yes, it is. No, it like it totally is. What's up? This is Regenerate Talk, the show about nothing. This is a show about nothing, but this time we're talking about Captain America: Brave New World. Allegedly, allegedly, I watched it just yesterday. Pretty terrible. So it's about 3 months late, but better late than never, right?
Yeah,
Did the
Really?
movie come
you
out
made
this
me read.
year?
Yes, it
Yeah.
came out in February.
Yeah, it came out.
Oh.
Valentine's Day weekend, mind you. Like,
Just
that's kind of crazy.
awful. Just awful.
Yeah, that's right, dude. I remember Ty was talking in the group chat about how it was like this what club was it, Tyler? They wanted to watch it with you, and you were like, and it was either like Valentine's Day with your partner or Captain America: Brave New World.
It should have been an easy choice. It should have been obvious.
Easy choice.
Yeah, it was a Black Student Union, and I just woke up one day and it was on my calendar, and I was like, I did not consent to this. I did not ask for this. I just woke up, it was on my calendar, and I texted my co-members, and I was like, what's going on here? Like, why is this on the calendar? And they were like, oh, like we're gonna bring everyone to the movie theater. We're gonna watch it, and it's gonna be so fun. And I'm like, why did you pick that day?
Did you tell them that you felt like you had a personal hate crime committed against you by them putting it on the calendar?
No. No, but it felt that way. It legitimately felt that way. And thankfully, I did not go. I did not go.
Yeah. In hindsight, was Valentine's Day with your partner probably the best option?
Yes, it was a lovely day. It was a lovely day. Would not have gone to see Captain America. Would not. But you know what? Can't even say it was worth watching this time. But I'm a professional. And I've been hating on this movie since since I was like how old? When did Falcon and Winter Soldier come
It
out?
was like
2021.
Yeah, 2021.
2021. So I've been hating on it since I've been 16 years old. So the moment that this movie was announced, I was like, no, it's gonna be really bad. Y'all just wait. And then it came out and it was really bad. And so like most things in life, you have to come back and stay in on it. You have to come back. So
But
I'm so
Tyler,
very pleased.
This is the farewell. This is the farewell tour for your
Exactly.
Sam Wilson hate train.
Yes. No, I don't think it's over yet. I don't think it's gonna be done until.
Yeah, no, we still got Doomsday. We still got Doomsday.
Oh, we still got Doomsday.
Yeah.
Would you say? But Tyler, what about the cool Red Hulk clips, Tyler? Red Hulk in the MCU, man.
Dude, listen. That was not as cool as you would have thought it was. It was not cool. Like it was like one of the most uncool things I've ever seen.
It's cool. It is cool, but only because everything else in the movie fucking sucks. Like it's cool by virtue of like comparison to everything else that you just witnessed. Like when you go from like actual dog shit to I don't know, like literally just lettuce. Like you just instead of having actual shit fed into your mouth, you get lettuce, just plain lettuce. It's like, okay, I guess this is better. Like this is nice. Like I'm glad I'm not eating shit anymore.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
I think I just didn't. And we'll talk about it more later. But I just didn't find it impressive because the whole time, like Sam just didn't take the serum, so it's like a normal dude, just like going 50-50 with the Hulk, surviving.
Which could have been cool. It could have been so cool.
Yeah, I think that I think back when like the trailers for that clip was coming out and stuff, when like when people were like talking about it, like, oh, it's Sam Wilson versus Red Hulk. How is he gonna make it out of this one alive? And then the fucking movie comes out and it's just him getting fucking ping ponged around by like the Red Hulk with like his shield.
Not even. He gets like 3 lucky shots on Red Hulk, and it's like, dude, I know you're like I know you're like less than like 30 minutes new to being a Hulk, but please, it's like you've been here before. You're a Hulk. Don't let this random dude just like,
Turn him into
like,
fucking red pace. What are you doing?
yeah.
Yeah, like for some reason, like he can't just crush his. Like he literally gets his skull in his fucking hands, and like the helmet is, I guess, strong enough to like withstand it. Like I guess that's vibranium too, but it still breaks. So it's like really it wasn't vibranium. I don't know. His suit, like just kind of like you said, he doesn't have the serum, but the suit basically allows him to be super powered, but not even in like an interesting or cool way where like there's like
is it like the Batman Beyond?
Yeah, there's like no limitations to it. Like there's that one scene where Red Hulk literally takes a pole and like goes to swing it at a bunch of people, and Sam literally just catches it. And they try to like have they try to have the illusion that it's like him like using his jetpack to like propel against it, but it's like no. Any normal human being that goes to fucking catch a pole being swung by a Hulk is just gonna have their arms like be bent fucking inward.
Yeah, probably red pace. I won't even lie to you.
It's such a stupid thing too, because like it's such an easy thing to fix. Where it's like instead of having him like catch it, just have him like turn his back and like the pole breaks against his wings or like the shield or something. But, like it's such an easy fix, and they just for some reason all of this whole movie is just full of things that are very easy fixes, narratively, action-wise, what have you, and they just don't do it. They actively go for the worst option possible most times.
I'm just disappointed. I hate to say disappointed because it feels like that sounds like that has like the innuendo that I was expecting more when I really wasn't. But it just compares to like even more recent output. I mean, having not seen Quantumania, I don't know how far this rings, but it just feels
Quantumania is worse in my opinion.
It just feels like so lazy. Like, and you know what? Like that article, I don't know, 2-3 weeks at this point ago, about like Kevin Feige struggling to keep up with the MCU output and struggling to oversee their recent movies and shows. That is that is the movie outside of Quantumania where it shows the more like the absolute worst. Because
I might adjust my opinion on the Quantumania because like I think you said this before, Ty, when Loki season 2 came out, but like unfortunately Jonathan Majors is a good actor. And like you would, at least for Quantumania, you do have like Jonathan Majors like doing like at least from what I remember. From what I remember, like he's pretty good in that movie, and I like some of the stuff they set up with Kang. But then again, I haven't rewatched that movie since I saw it in theaters, and I don't remember even liking it that much in theaters.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're pretty compared. They're like on the same level, which is like so sad to say.
Right.
Like,
but like that's the thing. Like I hate to be like these movies used to be good, but like literally, like you don't even have to go back that far.
What
like, you happened? Do not have to go back that far. Even with Black Widow,
Yes.
Criticize it as you may. Not this lazy. Not this sloppy.
And how does the Black Widow movie have better action than this? How does the Black Widow movie have legitimately? And it's not even that. It's like better by like Black Widow's action is just good. Like it's just good action. Like it's not like it's like bare minimum or anything. Like it's actually pretty good. Like set pieces, what have you. This is just like people threw the Disney Channel original movie allegations at Far From Home, and yes, there are portions of that movie that do look bad, like that drone sequence, but like the end sequence with Mysterio and like most of the other like big action set pieces, those still look great, and like those have some juice to them. There is no juice to any of the action scenes except the fucking Red Hulk scene. And again, even that is like not that impressive by the standards of other MCU movies.
I mean, can you even count it as a fight if fucking Sam's literally just getting like the shit kicked? Not the shit kicked out of him, but like fucking.
It is an action scene. I don't know if I could say it's a fight.
Yeah, it's definitely an action scene, but it's not like wow. Sam's really giving it to Red Hulk, but yeah.
No, it was just I don't know, like it just didn't make it, it just seems like this was the one where, it should have been something special.
Yeah.
It really should have.
The template is there. Like all of it is there. There was no reason for it to have fumbled as hard as it was. Like the general premise of like I know people like rag on the fact that it's like, why is Captain America fighting Hulk villains? But like it's actually like they already had the idea set up that like Ross had like heart issues. They already had that like set up in previous movies. So that was kind of like a good thing to pick up on for this movie. I do think it's like very jarring to go one, the Harrison Ford of it all, like to have the recast. Obviously, like you have to, you do have to do because William Hurt died. But at the same time, it is like they're really overstating how important he was.
Yeah,
no,
like he was like they're acting like I haven't seen the movie, but I suppose they're acting like he's like a really important like character in the Marvel universe.
Well, what they did was they were very subtly moving him up through the movies. Like in Civil War, he might have still been a general, but then in like Infinity War, he was like a little more important, and then suddenly he just jumped the president. Which
like if there was like one like background thing in one of the other movies, like fucking Eternals, you could have thrown it in there as another way to tie those two movies together,
Right.
Instead of Harry Styles,
you could have had like
literally an end credit scene. Literally, just could have been the U.S. military with Ross in a helicopter, being like, "Oh, what is that?
Yes.
Like, what is that thing?"
Yeah, which obviously they had no idea what they were fucking doing at the time. More like they had no idea what the future was a year from now, let alone 4 years. But But like if there was just like one more thing to like make that like a little bit more like palatable, like him becoming president. But the idea is there to have like Sam have to like collaborate with someone who imprisoned him and all of the other Avengers, or like most of the other Avengers, to have him have to collaborate with that person now, and also put tie it back into Falcon and Winter Soldier and have him deal with Isaiah being imprisoned. Like that's a really good setup. But at every turn, they have him be like the like black conservative who's like, we gotta work together. Like we can't just like it's okay, Isaiah, just stay in prison. Like I'll get you out of there. Don't worry. Like just stay in prison. Like the place that you've have like legitimate nightmares about and were experimented in and you've already spent like a majority of your life like subjected to. Yeah, just stay in that place and I'll hopefully get you off so you don't get the death penalty.
I think what's really interesting is that, I mean, firstly, you said that like they wouldn't even know like if they were to do the internal end credit scene, they wouldn't know where they were going. But the thing is that like Marvel has traditionally always had that scaffolding where they know like, okay, let's plant this seed right here so we can come back to later to it. Like the first idea of Thor Ragnarok being a thing, even though it was radically different, was planted in Age of Ultron when Thor had that nightmare sequence. So it's not like they were going like they've always been going in blind and just like, oh, let's put this in here and let's do that.
But then again, like that's that's Marvel.
I know,
then.
but I'm saying, but like that is, it just shows how far we've fallen, how lazy we've gotten.
Yes.
And it's like it's like come on, like it's so simple and easy.
Yeah, and
like putting Blade in there, like that's a that's
I was literally just just to keep bragging on Eternals and like their end credit scene, like both end credit scenes have not been followed up on in the past 4 years at all.
Like no one's curious about them.
Yeah, no, but people kind of cared about Blade when they looked it up later online and were like, "Oh my god, that was Blade," because they don't actually show his fucking face.
If Blade show
But
up
like
in a,
Star Fox, like when Harry
in a
Styles shows up, it's like, what? Like, why is he here? What is the purpose of this?
Oh, it's
Thanos' brother.
Did Blade show up in a post-credit scene?
His voice was in it.
Yeah, his voice is there. He's like, "Hello, Mr. Whitman."
Yeah.
And then it just ends there.
What the fuck? This is the first time I'm hearing of this, yo.
Yeah, it's that's. I don't want to say that's.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the Black Knight show up in Doomsday. It's gonna be really riveting when the Black Knight.
Yeah. What's Blade gonna do against Doctor Doom? He's gonna swing his katana around and hopefully.
All right, man, come on.
Or even one of like the better MCU movies, like Shang-Chi. Like, what end credit? What if those end credit scene led to at all? Like,
see, the thing is that I feel like that. I'll give that the benefit of the doubt because I feel like that was going to originally go with Kang Dynasty, and then it just completely went left. Everything. So I feel like that might have been a little more cohesive because I imagine Dustin Daniel Cretton at that point knew he was going to do Kang Dynasty, and then just went out the window.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Yeah. But I mean, even that, like,
I mean,
really
kind of an improvement. At least he's on Spider-Man now. At least he's on Spider-Man.
Yeah,
it's like major improvement. Major improvement.
Yeah,
like because at least
can we get John Watts for the other Fantastic Four movies after this one? let's give him another shot, guys. Let's give him another shot. No, oh my God, John Watts X-Men. John Watts X-Men, guys. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now.
Please, calling it.
You know what's interesting? John Watts Fantastic Four has the same energy as like Andy Muschietti getting Batman Brave and Bold. Like it's like it's like a sorry we gave you a hard time movie. That's like
sorry you keep having to like make these movies in the aftermath of huge other events.
I'm really curious.
On that Batman movie? Is he? Is he still doing that movie? Have you heard anything about that movie?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
People have said, people being James Gunn, and we'll see if it works out.
Yeah, he's see, you know what? Like, I feel
he keeps threatening us with it.
Like, the red flag with that is like, Andy doesn't even know anything about it. Like, he's just like, yeah, I guess I'm directing it. Like, I don't really. It's
gonna take a while.
About it.
I got a director. There is definitely a guy.
Yeah, it's like I haven't even, I didn't receive the paycheck yet. Like I didn't get the pay stub, but maybe
meanwhile, Matt Reeves is still checking his unemployment checks. Hey James, I need another 50,000 for the year. I'm still thinking. I'm thinking real hard on this trip.
All right. It's been hard on him. It's been hard on him.
Oh, fuck you! He got divorced. Fuck you. That could be even better. That could be even better for his motivation. Okay.
Reese is gonna like take like a really emo turn. Like he thought he was bad in the Batman. Oh my goodness. Oh, you selling yourself for Falcone? Is that it? Is that what you were doing, huh?
Or
might as well just said that. But yeah, back to Brave New World. Yeah, I just it just gets worse. It just gets worse. Like I've never been under the impression that like I knew Marvel was cooked. I knew that already. But I don't think I've ever watched this and been like, oh, like that's how bad things have gotten.
Yeah.
And even with Thunderbolts, like that doesn't really mean anything to me. After watching Brave New World.
No, it
doesn't mean anything to me.
You're saying Brand New World did something to your mental thing where it's like not even Thunderbolts for is is indicative of it getting better.
No, yeah, that's. I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, is it's
Fugazi
like,
ass movie. Fucking
yeah,
Fugazi
it's
ass
just like, all
movie.
right, like, like you know,
Just
and like you know, like, maybe you guys haven't changed because that was like what, like 2 months, like 2 months before. You can't
Yeah.
beat me.
yeah, like
What about
February you had Brave New World, and then May you have Thunderbolts, and people are like, "Oh my god! Like I'm finally excited for a Marvel movie again." You said that
We're
last
so
year.
back.
You said
What
that.
about
You
the
said that
foe?
the year before. You
What
said
about
that the
the
year before
foe?
that.
What about the foe, guys? What about the foe? What about the foe?
Man, listen. We're gonna keep a close eye on Fantastic Four. I'm not lowering my stocks. I'm not lowering my stocks at all. I'm just, you know.
I again, I feel like people keep over and underestimating Marvel's like success and failure. It's like
Mhm.
every time a halfway decent movie comes out, everybody acts like, "Oh my god, like maybe like we're so back, like Marvel made a good movie."
Yeah.
And then
Best
like the
movie since
second like
Endgame.
a pretty mediocre or bad movie comes out, they're immediately like, "Oh, it's fucking done. We're over." Like
Cut.
and it's
Over.
like
Time to cut.
They
again,
made
like
all of these at the same time. Like
yeah,
they're
like
just gonna turn out how they will.
yeah, like exactly. Like they made all of these shows and all of these movies within such a like contained time period. And it's like one of the like a few of them are bound to be good and a few of them are bound to be bad. That does not indicate like obviously the quality is overall lesser than what it was before, but
Mhm.
stop acting like they're incapable of releasing a good movie, or when they do
Right.
release a good movie, stop acting like it's a fluke or that like it's a once
Mhm.
in a lifetime thing.
Right.
Like
Unk still got it. Unk still got it.
and it just depends when they have it. Like, and I feel like it's usually pretty obvious when they will like Fantastic Four. I feel like Fantastic Four is a pretty obvious like slam dunk.
Yeah.
If it's not,
Yeah.
I will be genuinely shocked. I will be.
Smear shit on your walls.
I will be
Smear shit. I know ties on the spot smearing
like
shit on their
if
walls,
there's
dude. I ain't
any
gonna lie,
movie
yeah.
like I was admittedly pretty like on Thunderbolts. Like I was like hopeful for Thunderbolts, and I was ended up being disappointed. But like
Mhm.
I think they have to know how important Fantastic Four is, both in just the general sense of we have never gotten like a genuinely through and through good Fantastic Four movie. I still
Mhm.
like the original, like those original 2000s movies. Like they have like
Yeah.
a place for me.
But I
But like,
think you're a small majority outside the first one because it's like
yeah,
everybody likes the first one. Everybody likes the first one. Nobody likes the second one, bro. Nobody. I've never heard a single soul like the fucking second one, dude.
see, I thought it was the opposite. I thought most people liked the second movie more
Really?
because it at least has Silver Surfer. I don't
No,
know.
I
I thought
haven't heard.
Like for years. Like for
Yeah,
years.
I've only heard the Gas Cloud Galactus shit, bro. I haven't heard. I think this might be like the first time somebody has said like I think Rise of the Silver Surfer is pretty alright. This is my first time hearing.
I
Something
do
like
think
that.
it's an all right movie. Like I think it's fine. I think it's about the same level as the first movie. Like
I will
from
say,
based
I
off
remember.
my memory, I think it's about
Mhm.
the same.
I remember Rise of the Silver Surfer more fun than I do the first one, but that's not. That doesn't speak to its
I think
quality whatsoever. It just speaks from my
I think
mind where
Silver
it's in
Surfer
like
is just like less boring.
2010. Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
just there's at least like I feel like I can conjure more scenes in my mind of there being cool
Mhm.
shit in Silver Surfer,
Yeah.
like him like
Yeah.
phasing through the building and like Johnny
Mhm.
chasing after him.
Mhm.
Like when Johnny like fucking fuses to become like all of the Fantastic Four members' powers. Like
I remember when she was naked and like she. I remember that
I
scene.
remember when Jessica Alba got butt booty naked and was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you do this. Oh my god."
That's what I remember pretty
The
fondly.
director making her fucking. Can we have that happen in Doomsday, guys? Can the OG Fantastic Four come back? And they're like, "Sue, you need to get naked." Oh my god, why? Why?
Yeah,
You need to just
yeah, distract people.
Sue. I need you to distract Doom. Sue, get naked. I need you to distract Doom for me real quick.
Are you guys looking forward to Doomsday?
No.
No, I
I
remember
flipped
Ty
off
was on
on it.
call. Yeah, Ty was on call talking about how he talking about maybe investing some stocks in the Doomsday.
I'll see how I'll see how Comic-Con goes this year. I might throw some petty change on it. I might throw some petty change on it.
Yeah,
I have like I'm like holding out this weird bit of hope, but I think I realized like just how like done I not even like done, but just like sad I was about the state of the MCU when they did the cast announcement. And I just like there was just like this crushing feeling after it was done that it was like, wow, like this is where we're at. Like
Yeah,
I have no idea, I have
why
no clue why the fuck any of these people are going to be interacting with each other.
why are we bringing
no
back all
emotion
these
set up.
muties? Why are we bringing back all these muties? Why have we asked
We're
these
gonna
muties yet?
have fucking 60-year-old Alan Cumming show up in Nightcrawler makeup. That's probably gonna look like shit. Like more than likely,
60-year-old Alan
it's gonna look
Cumming.
like shit.
Alan Cumming. Fucking how is Ian McKellen, dude? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, those are disasters. Like 86 years old. Like
you want to get geriatric Ian McKellen
like,
back
come on,
for
man.
fucking Doomsday, dude?
You're gonna make
to be
his
fair,
make his ass have a mental breakdown again after the Hobbit situation.
To be fair,
I
they are
was
both
just
still
about to say
acting.
that.
Like, they both still regularly do theater and Broadway. So it's not like they're like Marvel's bringing them out of retirement. But
Well,
it's
yeah,
just
but it's
absolutely
like
absurd. It's just absolutely absurd that like that is their like that's the reflex. Like they can't.
I guess
just
to
get
me,
someone
like
new.
it's less
They can't just get
it's
anyone
less
new.
egregious for them because like one, they're already older characters, but two, like
yeah.
like they don't have to do like stunts that much. Like Magneto just has to float and Xavier
Like,
just has to sit in a fucking chair.
Raise his hand a
Whereas
couple times.
like Alan Cumming actually has to like jump and like move around and like teleport, presumably. And again, you're gonna have this 6-year-old guy on like wires or some shit, just like fucking like teleporting around. And they're gonna have him in like the weird ass red like comic accurate suit, and it's gonna look bizarre. Like the only person that I like have any interest in seeing again is James Marsden. Like just because it's like, okay, like it'd be cool to see Cyclops just because we haven't seen Cyclops.
What a jobber.
Be a jobber again.
Somebody give this guy 5 seconds. Somebody give this guy like 30 seconds of screen time, instant death.
Yeah, first person Doom fucking it's gonna be like a Ultimate Alliance when
he's gonna like
Doom just like clasp his hands over his face and just kills him.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna like laser his armor and it's gonna like go everywhere and kill the rest of the X-Men, and then he's gonna like put his hand over his eye. Oh, please.
Yeah, sorry, Donut Lord, you're gonna get cucked again.
One more time for the road. One more time for the road.
Me and you were talking about it earlier, Ty, but it would be so fun, like on the topic of Fox X-Men, it would be genuinely so funny if they did bring in like Fox versions of other Marvel characters. I know we already talked about like Black Panther. But, like I'm just thinking about like what would a Fox version of
Spider-Man be?
Yeah, like what would Spider-Man like? Would it just be Tobey? Would they go as far as to say it's Tobey Maguire? I feel like they would.
They would probably say it's like Tobey Maguire or like what's his name? They'd probably get like what if they got like both versions of William Stryker?
Leonardo DiCaprio for the James Cameron
Spider-Man movie. Oh shit! Oh my god! Yeah, and fucking Fox Iron Man is just it's just Tom Cruise in the superior Iron Man armor.
It's everything people wanted Multiverse of Madness to be.
Or like, what if they got like Will.i.am from his role in X-Men Origins Wolverine? He's just like
it's
like not even actually Will.i.am. Like it's just like a CGI
it's just like the fucking Nicolas Cage Superman thing.
No, it's Robert Downey Jr. as Will.i.am.
Oh, well,
yeah. Oh man.
We get Leaf Schreiber back as Sabretooth. But he's like
Yeah,
he's like all he's hairy as fuck. He's in his comic accurate outfit.
yeah, after he got
Jack-
completely erased.
Uh,
Deadpool Wolverine,
dude, it's the
like
Fox
color
timeline.
version.
Who get
It's
is
so
the
it's
Fox
like
timeline?
so absurd. It's so absurd. Like why? That is such a weird. It's such a weird and unnecessary retcon. He was so cool. He was so cool.
Sabretooth? Fox Sabretooth?
Yeah, no. Leaf Schreiber is a Sabretooth.
It's
I
such
remember him
a
being a
good casting for such a bad movie. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I just remember.
honestly, the fucking Taylor Kitsch Gambit eraser is even more devastating to me. I don't know why they did my boy like that. I don't even care about Taylor Kitsch that much.
Who was that? You know, the thing is that Channing Tatum Gambit is in the same genre of weird like superhero cameo as like Nicolas Cage Superman, but at least Deadpool and Wolverine sold it as like, why are you here? They sold it like that.
That's why
And
it's
they
so.
did, like,
I think
wasn't
that was
one-
I think that was the moment like my stomach just dropped, like seeing Channing Tatum show up on the fucking docket, and I was just like, why? Like the whole point was that he was a stupid joke, and that like this is his 5 seconds. Like they give him his 5 seconds to like be Gambit, and that's it. Like, that's all you needed to do. And now you're treating it like it was serious. Like people actually wanted him to be there. Like everybody was fucking crying out for a Channing Tatum Gambit movie this whole time. Nobody was. Absolutely nobody was before that movie came out. And,
like, the thing is,
if
that
you
it
are,
probably wouldn't have even been played like that. It probably wouldn't even been played like that had he not appeared in Deadpool Wolverine. So now he's gonna be in Doomsday. He's gonna be like, hey Sam, you know, my mama did, we gotta get that over.
I should have my daddy's dick ready.
He's just gonna be he's gonna talk like Boomhauer. He's gonna be like Boomhauer. He's gonna do that the whole time.
Is Jack confirmed for fucking Doomsday? Is he?
No, not officially, but he probably is.
Oh, okay.
If he's not there, that's genuinely kind of shocking. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how he wouldn't be there if they have like literally all the other X-Men besides
every
like,
single X-Men but Wolverine. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones, the X-Men nobody cares about.
Unless they're like, oh, Doom took him to like Battle World already, and well, I don't know what the fuck the plot of his movies are gonna even fucking be. Which again is the issue. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. Is it Secret Wars 2015? Is it like Avengers?
I feel like it's probably gonna be just the original. Like it's gonna be like the base concept of Secret Wars 2015 in terms of like Battle World and stuff, where it's like all these different universes on one world, but it's gonna have the feeling of the original Secret Wars, where it's just like kind of slop action figures just being thrown together.
Yeah. Jim Shooter's a hack.
I feel like, and Jim, to answer your like question about like anticipating Doomsday, I've been very selectively and secretively giving this take, but I feel like you gotta be real careful with it. You gotta be careful with it.
It's like coming out to your parents. You gotta like ease into it.
Out to your parents.
Exactly, because you have to very carefully tell the right people, or otherwise, if you publicize this agenda too soon, it's just gonna look really bad and messy. But
I'm just saying, Wolverine in the mask cutting people. That's all I need, man. That's all I need.
It's such low standards. But here's what I think. I think Doomsday might be. I think if the Russo brothers are smart, they should just follow the Infinity War formula, or at least the structure they had for Infinity War, where a chunk of Doomsday follows Doom, and it will absolutely butcher his origin. I've made my peace with that in a very, very horrid way.
No Romani. It's just some dude.
Please don't mention that. It will, yes, it will just do his origin absolutely terrible. But,
And then he'll become
but,
Indian, apparently.
please, 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 I'm trying. I'm so trying. If you can hear the cope in my voice, I'm trying.
I'm right there with you. Like, keep going, but like I'm following you. I completely understand your
I feel
perspective so
like
far.
I feel like if they just follow the Infinity War structure and they have Doom and they have this little section of the story, and they just present him as this unstoppable force. Meanwhile, the Avengers and well, like two halves of the Avengers are conflicted are in conflict with the X-Men for some reason. And I think at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, Robert Downey Jr. will not phone it in. I do not think he'll phone it in. And that's because I haven't
No,
really seen
that's never
performance
been the question.
as Iron
Like,
Man or
that's
Doctor
never
That's never
been.
been a question.
I just think
random.
as long as the performance is compelling, as long as it's compelling and the story they tell with him is compelling, I don't like. I won't say I don't care, but I will give it a chance.
And we
I'll let
see
it do its thing. I'm not happy with it, and at the end of the day, it will be something that I look back on unfavorably, most likely. Like I'm gonna have this tape, I'm gonna listen back to this, and I'll be like, why did I say this? You know, and
No,
here
but like
when Doom
I
comes out, but
understand. I completely understand where you're coming because like I agree. I'm right with you. Like I honestly I'm right there with you in like wanting to get hyped and I keep like trying to buy into the Robert Downey Jr. of it. And I keep having to like make concessions with myself, which is like and like I don't even know what those I don't know what those concessions are at this point. It's just like why are we here? Like
it's
that's like
just
the ultimate question I keep coming back to is like how did we even get here in the first place? Like why are we this desperate to get the guy who is literally the face of the franchise for the past like 10 15 years
Mhm.
and now he's supposed to be like the leading villain that we have not build up to at this
Right.
point. And like
Like
what
that's
will
the
the
thing.
actual purpose of him looking like Tony Stark be? Like what is
Right.
that like what is that significance?
I think the thing is like when Doomsday was initially announced and like I, I think Bryce, there's like a minute and a half or like 30-second break between like I remember that night like it was yesterday. I was like refreshing. I had like a YouTube stream on my computer where people were like had like it was like a new Rockstar stream and they had someone at San Diego Comic Con and they were just announcing it as it was coming on. And I heard Avengers Doomsday and they had all the people in the Doctor Doom costumes on stage. And I was like, what? Yes, yes, I get Doctor Doom, yes. And then about a minute and a half later, they say it's Robert Downey Jr. And I'm like it feels like it feels like the first tower just fell. And I'm like no way, like no way, like everything is ruined. And I'm still there. I'm still
I
there
think
because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to reckon with. They're probably going to play more into the Iron Man relationship with Spider-Man than they are the Doctor Doom relationship with Reed. And if they even if they do end up addressing Doom's relationship with Reed in the four, it's going to be so incredibly ham-fisted, and it's ultimately going to be something that's temporary because obviously Robert Downey Jr. isn't going to be Doctor Doom for the entirety
yeah,
of it's the next MCU saga. So it's
we're
just
gonna
like
get
it's
it.
gonna be like,
We're
oh,
gonna
well,
get an Indian.
I'll have this
We're gonna
dynamic for one movie and then get used to something else, which
Yeah.
it's awful. It's awful.
It,
Like it
and
worked.
the only way I
It
would
worked
have
when
been
they
able
did it.
to the only way I would have been able to like buy in, I think, is if like he had like not like a significant role in Fantastic Four, but like if like it was known that he would like have like some role
Mhm.
in other than like a likely post credit scene.
It's going to be a post-credit scene, and then
Yeah,
it's
and
gonna
but like
make like this whole.
that's insane to me. Like to go straight like the okay, not the very next movie. The next movie will be Brand New Day at this point. But like to have the
Mhm.
next like movie that like follows that storyline be Doomsday, where it's like, okay, now here's the Doom movie where like he's fucking with everybody. Like we go straight from we go from
I'm
Fantastic Four straight to that.
I'm
That's
just
insane.
saying, man.
That's insane to me.
Saying, man. Jonathan Majors wasn't being on women. We wouldn't be in this situation, man. He
We
threw the
wouldn't.
bag
We
away.
truly wouldn't.
We
We truly wouldn't.
We wouldn't even be in this situation, bro. We wouldn't be having this conversation. We would have had we probably would have had multiversal slop, but we wouldn't have rushed multiversal slop. You
It
know,
still
trying to pick and
is.
pieces together.
It still
well,
is,
yeah,
but I don't think
it's
it would
just a
have gotten
different
this
face
bad.
now. It's
I don't
literally
think
just
it
a
would have
different
gotten
face.
right. Like I don't know. I personally, I don't know. Like I feel like it would have gotten pretty bad. Like I think it would have been unbearable. But I don't think we would have seen the levels of desperation that we have up to this point. Like I think maybe the stories that they were trying to tell with Kang, and I'm so sorry that I forgot his wife's name, but that story was going somewhere potentially compelling, and it was going to have emotional stakes. And at least there was something there about like this idea of like the Kangs being like these guardians of like the time and the universe, and it's actually something tangential and like something that has weight and importance. Like that scene
Anytime
in
they
Loki.
anytime they teased what they were like protecting like the
Mhm.
multiverse or whatever from, it was always interesting.
Right.
Like any scene with He Who Remains in Loki
Oh,
like was
come
li-
on. Like,
the best
oh,
shit. It was so
yes,
good. Like that
yes.
sold the entire thing. Any scene with
Mhm,
him immediately sold you on the fact that this guy is serious. And it's literally
mhm.
just him in a room with Loki, like making threats.
Right,
But like you
right.
completely buy into the fact that it's like you think I'm bad. All of the other versions of me are 10 times worse, and you do not want to see like the repercussions of
Exactly,
having all those
exactly.
versions of me like out there.
The finale of season one legitimately felt like it had so much weight because it presented Kang as like this threat that was beyond anything.
The big dude, yeah. It's like he's like, oh,
Yeah, like it was
this
like
fucker's
he's
messing.
like it brought him like it brought this omnipotence that we really hadn't seen before in any of the stories. And it just feels like it's and you know what, they killed Zora almost immediately with Ant-Man. Like they didn't even give him a chance. but 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 at
Which
least
is
that
it's so
that
crazy because like there's like this section of the movie where like at least again based off my memory it's been a minute but
Mhm,
like you have that section of the movie where it's like him and Janet like surviving together in the quantum realm and it's
mhm,
oddly compelling to see these two characters like interact and Janet
mhm.
realize like he's a monster basically and there's that great there's like an actually great moment where she's like what are you gonna do when you get back and he's like win and it's like oh okay like that's a really good moment and line but then it's smushed in between the shitstorm that is Quantumania
I'm
and
not
he
gonna
gets
lie.
his
I'm not
ass
gonna
handed to him.
see that. No, I just can't. I feel like that could have been the movie where Ant-Man got jobbed out and probably killed.
Yes, I don't know.
They were just too
i
coward.
thought
They were too cowardly
I
to do it.
thought at the very least the
Mm,
ending was going to be that he was in the wrong universe or something. I
mhm,
thought that was gonna be like it was either gonna be he got trapped in the quantum realm to like
Yeah.
prevent
mhm.
Kang, which I think is like a good like happy medium. It's like yes, Kang like loses quote unquote, but like Ant-Man also loses because like he literally like gave up everything to um
And
beat him.
then you have O'Grady take over as the irredeemable Ant Man. He's spying on women that want
Oh,
to
bro. Oh no.
marry.
Oh,
Oh
no.
bro,
No.
oh brother.
Oh, boy.
Hank Pym takes over again. And he starts beating his wife. The Pym particles
Yeah.
got to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're saying it's like there's no stakes, right? It's like there's just no stakes.
No, there
There's
was
no
just
stakes.
no
Wait.
like as a movie to a stat like they literally had in the marketing it's like a new dynasty begins.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This was the movie you were gonna like have like Kang hype built on? This is the movie. Like you might as well just say watch Loki seasons 1 and 2, bro. You might as well have just said watch those two seasons. You'd have gotten way more like hype and satisfaction out of that than watching any of Quantumania. Actual bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I mean, the structure of this is all wrong, and we can go on and on about it forever,
Mhm.
really. But it's just at the end of the day, like it's just a critical. It's just been a mass of critical mistakes, and Fantastic Four is going to be one where we might have to, it'll be telling. It'll be telling at the very least of where we're going to go. I think uh, Brand New Day will certainly be another one where we'll
I
see where
I
the quality control will be, and I'm
praying
looking forward to it.
praying.
But I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm looking
And
forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it, man.
I want to. I certainly want to. I certainly want to, but I have not truly liked and enjoyed a Spider-Man movie in the MCU since Homecoming, which is almost 10 years old at this point, so that says something. Right,
I
so
personally have I've liked all of them
Big fan of No Way
really.
Home. Big fan of No
oh,
Way Home. Big fan of No Way Home. Big
oh,
fan of No Way Home. Big fan of No Way Home.
Admittedly, No Way Home is kind of like Far From Home and No Way Home are kind of like tougher because I get what you mean, Ty, in terms of like both Far From Home and No Way Home aren't really like just Peter movies. It's
mhm,
like him. I do think No Way Home like centers him really well, considering
mhm,
all of the multiverse shenanigans going on there. I do think it tells like a really good central story about him. Far From Home does suffer from like it came out right after Endgame, and it's just like him. Like the main arc of that movie is just like he's dealing with Iron Man's
wet
death.
fart, wet
Yeah.
fart.
And yeah, it's not like that compelling, but Mysterio, like say what you will about all those movies, I think all of the villains in those movies are like among the best out of any Spider-Man movie, personally.
Mhm.
Like Vulture in the first movie is great. Mysterio
Yeah.
is
Vulture is
honestly really,
incredible.
yeah.
Mhm.
Mysterio I think is honestly really underrated. Jake Gyllenhaal is actually like doing a good job in that movie, and he just seems like he's having like so much fun. And like
Mhm.
the scene where he reveals he's like a bad guy or whatever, he's like, "Come get this stupid costume off me," and like is just acting like a complete asshole after that point. Amazing. I love that shit. And then the
Mhm.
final fight where Peter like closes his eyes and like just uses a spider sense to take out the drones and stuff. Like it's
Mhm.
just good. Like just good, solid Spider-Man taking out a bad guy shit. That's all I
Right.
need.
And I'll also say, I really did like, for all of Flight Far From Home, I think it had like a really unique vibe. Like, I feel like that was
Yes.
the most that they paid attention to his supporting cast. And I think it was also probably the best use of like the government mandated MCU character with Nick Fury, because he wasn't in the story enough for me to like be what are you doing here? But he was like in it a comfortable amount. He was in it a comfortable amount, and Samuel L. Jackson was having fun. And usually, Nick Fury's
And then
Secret
it's
Invasion.
revealed.
Secret Invasion exempt from that. It felt like it was a good time, and then it was real. He was a scroll, and that's
Yeah. And that he's actually just
Yeah.
been fucking off in space, and then you don't
yeah,
find
yeah,
out what he was doing until I guess Secret Invasion. I never watched
scroll
it.
life, scroll
Yeah.
life, scroll
Well,
life.
the Marvels, right? That's when he showed up again, right?
No,
No,
Secret
Secret
Invasion.
Invasion and then the Marvels.
Oh, okay. Where he's
2023, they were blowing their load. They were
Dude, they
that was
were
like
too
peak.
good. Just
That was peak Marvel output right there. They
yeah,
were fucking
they
just
just didn't care.
everywhere.
2022 to 2023 was just a dark year. Like you could just tell they were just like, man, whatever. Like we'll just put
just
it out and
throwing
see what
just
happens.
throwing shit on
We
the fucking walls.
y'all got any good food? We got Guardians 3. We got Guardians 3 and Loki season 2. That's all we have for you in 2023.
Y'all got any good food? We got Kamala Khan as a mutant.
Man, check. Whoa.
Too much dip on my chip. Too much dip on my chip. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah. Blah.
speaking of Miss Marvel, I am like waiting for the day Ty watches the Marvels because I think that's gonna break their heart even more than Brave New World.
Listen. I already
hope
had to deal with like a spirit breaking movie last year with Birds of Prey. I don't think I can do that again.
Have you been shooting for the Marvels even though you haven't seen it?
Me and Ty were shooting for we were shooting for it. We were shooting for it before the movie came out.
It
was like full excitement. It was full excitement. Like a part of it was the bit, but I think also I was very much anticipating because I think Brie Larson's he's great. I think Iman Vellani's great, and
we also got Nia DaCosta as the director.
Yeah,
she's a good director.
Right? Like I was really.
They threw her ass under the fucking bus for that movie.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
I hope she never works with them again. And
no,
one day she does a tell-all interview about just the absolute like unprofessional. Like it was just so unprofessional what they did.
I can't even just. You can tell watching that movie that it was like, just everybody had their fucking fingers and dick in it, just trying to like make it into something it wasn't. And she, like, at least that's my read, is that she probably tried her best to like compile something that was
something
comprehensible
watchable.
and like, that was watchable.
Right. And then
like, everybody was like, "Well, what if you did this?"
Oh, there was a I feel like there was a hit piece that came out from the Hollywood Reporter when like she didn't come to the premiere because she was having a birthday party, but like after everything she went through with that production, like I don't blame her.
No, it was that she was like filming it, like she immediately went to film another movie or something like that. Instead of like, it was like she went to film another movie instead of like doing something for the Marvels, and everybody was like getting on her about it, and it was very weird. It was a very weird.
Oh, but at that point, she was already like it was already hands off. She was later like, oh yeah, like I didn't even like it was all them at that point.
That's all them, yo. I ain't got nothing to do with it. My name's just on it.
Well, and also like people were just pointing out that like it's not unusual for a director to like move on to the next project while like stuff is just kind of wrapping up. Like it's not like she left halfway through and was like, all right, fuck you guys. It's like,
come on. It's just like come on. Like really. Like really, it's just completely unprofessional how they did her. Especially considering again 2022 to 2023 when the output was literally just nonsensical garbage that they clearly did not care about. They just singled out the Marvels because it was an easy target. And it's just that's that. Yeah.
Gotta go clean up cat vomit. I'll be right back.
Oh.
All right, June. Tell me what's been going on with the Ultimate Comics recently. How close are we to the crossover?
Nazi. Red Skull's a Nazi. How close are we to Incursion?
Mm-hmm.
Next week.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm like a couple months behind. Like I think I might be in March right now. I have Ultimate 10 sitting over on my shelf.
10. The Red Skull issue, right? The Red Skull issue?
I think so.
Incursion, literally next week. Incursion next week.
What issue is that? Is that 12?
Incursion is the crossover event. 12 is the one where it's like Tony. Oh, I don't want to spoil it, but it's like Tony and Doom are like talking to like with like the team and stuff.
Oh, okay.
No spoilers, but it's pretty. It was a really good issue. So it is a really good issue.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking. It did really snuck up. I feel like it feels like the Ultimate Universe just really like started yesterday. Like I remember when it was announced in like summer.
Oh yeah, no, I remember, dude. I remember, dude. I was sharing like screenshots of like panels from like the Ultimate Universe, and you guys were hating, for like no reason. You guys were hating for no particular reason. I was like, damn, what happened to y'all? And they're like, no, it was not. I remember because it was like Robbie and Jet were like, it looks like the same. All comics are the same at this point. It's all just recycled. I was like, damn, my fucking brother, what yo. Y'all ain't hype
Oh,
for
just,
nothing.
I'm just not gonna lie. Like I wasn't very into Ultimate Universe or Ultimate Invasion, but when and even like when like people started like it felt like for a minute people were like really overhyping Ultimate Spider-Man. It'd be like, oh,
Oh yeah, yeah,
comics are back. Oh my goodness. And then I
yeah,
read it and I was like, oh wow, yeah.
yeah. That was right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame because it's like when like Ultimate Invasion was coming out, and I'm pretty sure people like figured out that Hickman was kind of just thrown onto the book because the OG writer was kind of preoccupied with it was Donny Cates, so yeah, I'm sure people know what happened there, but
I
I think after like all the Ultimate stuff has come out, I can appreciate it a lot more for like the groundwork that it kind of like laid out for like everything.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I had read earlier. I had read earlier that actually I literally just read this Mike thing that like I guess sometime in between like um Donny Cates forcefully coming off the book, unfortunately, and
Yeah.
Hickman choosing to write the book, he had like I guess he was just looking for people to write it and he had pitched the story to Chip Zdarsky and
Yeah.
Chip was interested, but he was like, well, it seems like you already have the whole story like it's mapped out, so why don't you just do it yourself? And Nick was like, oh, I didn't think of that. So he just actually did.
Hold on. Zdarsky was supposed to be on Ultimate Spider-Man?
Well, he wasn't supposed to. It was just like pitched to him. Like it
Oh,
was
Yeah.
just
it was,
something.
Yeah,
it
that-
was
Hickman just
offered
like,
to
hey,
him.
like you
according
want to write
to
this?
Sal from Comic Pop, at least, like he just said that
Hey,
recently on on the back issues that Hickman pitched it to Zdarsky, and Zdarsky was like, "Well, based on like all of this detail, this is yours.
it's
Like,
yours.
you want to do it."
I hope we see him on an Ultimate book, but he's not Captain America right now, so I'm not
Yeah, you
I'm
know
not
what?
sure.
I feel like he probably could hop on something, but I feel like they should maybe. I think like maybe we should like keep like I think the number of Ultimates that they have out right now is good.
Yeah.
Maybe he should do like
It's a good number.
like maybe he should do like I think he would be a good like if they do like another one shot like 1 year in or like the
That's what I
Yeah.
was gonna say. Like you could do
Hawkeye
a one shot
would
issue.
be good for that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like I don't really want to increase the number of Ultimate books right now. Like I think we're at a good number.
Can we get like an
And it seems
Ultimate
like that's a
Guardians of
fixed
the
number right
Galaxy
now.
one shot? Yeah, because if we have him on like an Ultimate Guardians one shot, because I'm really
Yeah.
intrigued about like that whole. Ty, because you read the Ultimate Guardians issue, right? Because
Yes, I
you
did.
read that one.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
That's
and
the one
how
where they're like oh my goodness, I feel like I forgot her name. Was it
it was a Star Lord,
America?
right? No,
Oh
America.
yeah,
Yeah,
America Chavez. It was America Chavez. Yeah, that's
yeah,
right. That's right. And she was remembering her old life.
You don't remember the
Right.
famous character America Chavez from Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness?
Please.
I remember. No, because I think it's really interesting because when I like skimmed through that issue the first time before I like really read it, I was like, okay, this is just Ultimate Guardians, and they're talking and they're basically telling America and the Ultimates that it's like you're gonna lose and stuff. But then it's I don't know if this is spoilers. Have you read the new Ultimate Spider? How caught up are you on Ultimate Spider-Man, Ty?
Not caught up at all. Like I think I'm
Not
still.
caught
I
up
think
at all. Shit.
I
Okay.
assume I am.
Well,
I assume I am a couple issues behind on everything
yeah.
except
Okay.
for
Okay.
Batman. And yeah, no, I am. I am a few. Assume I'm a few issues behind on everything.
You know how in the Guardians issue, the Guardians are like, yeah, man, this is not how the timeline should be. It was meant to be so different than our world was supposed to be so much more different than what this is currently.
Mhm.
I thought that was a more throwaway line thing, but in I think the most recent issue of Ultimate, well, I think issue 17 was that was the Mysterio, but there's a line in Ultimate Spider-Man that sort of built off of it. So I'm just really intrigued right now to see like what they like sort of go with it, because I think it's like a lot of our heroes are realizing that shit happened and the whole timeline is whack.
And not just like in a general sense that like, oh, like things should have been better. It's like, no, things were actually better and shit was changed. Like shit was physically changed through like time travel and stuff. It's not just like people made certain decisions. It was that it was actively changed and altered before our very eyes.
Yeah. Like that, because it's like the Guardians were like talking about how like they literally saw the fabric of time get like ripped apart.
The timeline they're from is that original timeline. Like it is that original timeline that they're from, and it just doesn't exist it just doesn't exist anymore.
Came and like swooped everything, and that's why everything is sort of like you know, that's why the world's sort of just like messed up like as it is right now. So I'm thinking. Actually, no, I don't think, because I'm pretty sure they confirmed that like the OG timeline is just gone. But you know, time shenanigans.
Halliburton gone.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Game. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were saying, my bad. You were saying.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. I think I was just gonna, but no, everything Ultimates wise looks really cool. Wolverine is intriguing, but I don't know. I don't know, you know, because it's like
you were like pretty high on it when it was coming out. Like,
I mean, yeah, but it's like.
I honestly think it's one of the stronger books.
It is better than. I'm just like really, because it's like when you have like such a great like.
It's because you're broke and you're trying to get your pull list. Not
even that. I'm just saying it's like when you compare it to like Ultimate Spider-Man and like the Ultimates by like Camp and Hickman, it's kind of like a reverse of what you and Ty were joking about with like the Red Hulk and like the shit and lettuce situation, where it's like these books are so good that everything else seems sort of like lesser compared to it. But it is new, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Ultimate Black Panther though, that book better. Momentum fast.
Yeah, I haven't read any of the recent issues because I just kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna like, if I happen to hear that the recent issues are really good, then I'll get back on it. But like, I was getting sick of it. I was like, I've had too many issues of T'Challa considering doing something and not actually doing anything. Like it's because like we talked about it last time, but like
he's a potential man,
potential Panther.
He'll fight you.
He could beat Khonshu in a fight if he actually accepted the duel. And then he finally does accept the duel and he fucking knocks him out in one kick.
2 seconds. Yeah, no, Moon Knight got that fucking like 2000 X-Men treatment, bro. Moon Knight got that 2000 X-Men treatment where he was hyped up and then he just fucking demolished in like a single hit.
Seriously?
One fucking punch, dude.
Yeah. Have you not seen that panel where fucking Black Panther shows up, breaks Moon Knight's arms, and just has him on his fucking knees?
No.
Holy shit! Let me send this shit to you because it's genuinely.
There was like so many issues hyping up this fucking fight. And T'Challa is like, oh, should I do this fight? Should I do this? What would this mean for Wakanda? And then he just does it finally after a fucking year. And it's over in like 2 panels, not even. And like, obviously, like, if the issues before that were more substantial in their content, I wouldn't mind, but they weren't. The only substantial stuff that was happening was like the setup for the Ultimate Universe's Sorceress Supreme, and she is a cool character. I really like what they're doing with her.
And Vibranium, but like, that's basically it.
Yeah, and like the hints at Vibranium, but like all of the stuff with T'Challa and Wakanda was like nauseatingly like they just kept repeating stuff over and over again. I felt like I was a crazy person just like reading the same issue every single month with just like slight variations in the side plots.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm pretty glad that I've kept like a consistency. Like, usually what I usually do is I get the Ultimates, I get the Ultimate Spider-Man, I get Absolute Batman. and then I usually get like a third or fourth book depending on how
Like a fun
far
book
I
or
am on my
whatever.
just so I have like something to balance out all the good. Because it's like
Now it's
again,
silly.
like if you're just eating, like if you're eating just so good consistently, then it's like oh well, like
Yeah, you just have like you just have Predator versus Spider-Man in there randomly,
yeah, exactly.
or whatever.
You just need some. Like I think on my last pick, I had gone with Absolute Superman and Absolute Wonder Woman. Um, Absolute Superman is great, by the way. Like I read the first issue, I thought it was
Phenomenal.
really cool.
Phenomenal. This is a fantastic book.
I absolutely will like continue to keep reading that.
Still got it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe Avengers is just a bad book. Maybe it was just a bad book.
I think he just he got lost in the sauce with that book. Oh, Absolute Superman, he is cooking. He is absolutely he's in the sauce. He knows what he's doing. Like you can tell just how like strong of a vision he has for that book. Like every change has been like it feels like it's been so considered and like fresh. Like none of it has felt like, oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Or oh, this is derivative of something else. It feels very, very fresh. Everything he does with the Kents, I won't spoil, but since you haven't gotten that far, Ty, but like everything he does with the Kents and Krypton, amazing.
Yeah, and you know what? I feel like that, like, I'll see where I'm going. I'll see where I'm gonna go. I mean, I know I'm gonna continue Absolute Superman. I feel like Absolute Wonder Woman, and I hope this isn't taken the wrong way. I feel like that one is gonna be a little more of like homework for me. Like it's gonna be no. I just mean in the way and like the first issue didn't capture me, but I feel like I should give it more of a chance than giving it automatically.
I always give
books. Like I've heard it's a good book consistently.
Yeah,
and I should. I guess on it to week 3.
Yeah, I guess like to me,
like I don't know how much worse books than that. I have 50 issues of Jason Aaron's Avengers, so like.
I was gonna say like,
if you're
not a fan of the artwork, then I can understand like because it is like an action. At least like the first arc was like pretty action heavy. I would say like there is still like really good character moments and all that. Like I think the flashback material is really great in that first arc. Like there's a moment with Diana and her arm. I don't know if you've seen it, but like there's a moment where like she does something for another character, and it just like encapsulates Wonder Woman so well. Like it still has her heart there, despite like just how different her circumstances are.
And then she cut a guy's head off. And then she cut the guy's head off. I'm playing. I bet she doesn't.
He snapped Max Lord's neck because it was fucking awesome, dude. He said he wouldn't do it. He said he would have to, that she had to kill him.
Oh, man. I was just about to say something. I completely forgot. Oh, right. Yeah, I just remembered. Why was, this is like, this complete side tangent, so sorry, shoot. Why was Giancarlo Esposito in Brave New World, like in a practical sense?
Like, oh yeah, we remember that this was supposed to be about Brave New World. There was
I just remember. I'm like, wait, like.
I was thinking about it.
I was like, wait.
During the scene where Sam fucking drop kicks him into the car, I was like, he's just beating on like this old ass man, like this old ass fucking guy. Like Steve went up against fucking I don't know, some UFC fighter. Yeah, Batroc Believer. He went up against like a fucking UFC fighter, and like it's an actually like cool fight. And then like Sam's just going up against a fucking geriatric and an incel with a big brain. I've seen the probabilities.
He's like 80 years old. It's like not to mention he like tanked like two knife wounds just straight up.
Yeah, and they try to write it off later. He's like, you're pretty resilient. He's like, no, most people don't take an axe to the gut. He's like, Kevlar armor. What does that have to do? Like, he took that to the gut. It's very clear that went through.
It's even more egregious. It's even more egregious when they did it like after the Hulk fight. Like like what's her name? Ruth is like, you need a hospital. It's like, no, I got something else to do. It's like, no. You just put a hole. Don't do that. Like that. That's like that just makes him look so bad. That makes the whole fight just look horrible. I'm sorry for that side tangent, but I just thought of it again. It just came up, and I'm just like, no.
Speaking of
just didn't
Ruth,
put
I
him
just
over
want
and
to call
over.
out the funniest thing when you were texting me while watching the movie. The funniest fucking thing that made me burst out laughing while I was at work was you saying, "Isaiah's with Ruth." Ref, call it.
Yeah, because you remember you saw that scene today, right? You saw it. It wasn't
Yes,
just
yeah.
me. Was it just
Okay,
me?
I just he said it was to repay like getting him off, like getting him out of prison. But it's still like such a weird thing. It's like Sam got you out of prison. She didn't do shit.
Right.
Like she didn't do it. She was there. She stood by. She was
She was there.
there to witness the events.
Not even. She was there to supervise you while you were in prison. She was ready to put you in jail for life.
You got a fucking
It's
supervisor. You taking a supervisor.
It's so fucking funny because it's like they edited this movie to shit and reshot it to shit and like got rid of scenes with Betty Ross. Like God knows what reason we just couldn't find a way to get this Israeli actress out of the
Ross
fucking
in
movie, even though she
in this
doesn't
movie?
add anything.
Betty Ross is
Betty
in one
Ross
scene,
in
but
this fucking
they
movie?
were talking about her the entire time, like she was like some kind of what do you call it? Like a MacGuffin. Like she was
Yeah,
talking about, she's like, oh, like Betty's never gonna love you, like, like you'll never see Betty again.
dude.
It's like you're like really, like,
It's so funny that like Leader's plan is just to rage bait him. Like, the whole movie is he's just like it's just the whole plan is to rage bait him so hard that he hulks out. But like and I'm surprised it doesn't happen sooner because like he gets so like flustered with anything. Like anytime
yeah.
somebody like calls him out on something or gets even like mildly like lippy with him, he's like, oh my god, oh my god.
I was like, oh,
And the
whole
character
girl, stop.
that's it, I'm about to get racist.
No,
Then like and he fails him. He's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't rage bait him hard." Like if honestly, June should have been in the fucking leader role. June would have
On the
had this shit
fucking
done. He would have rage baited the shit out of Ross. He would have had
yeah,
that shit done.
Red Hulk, the first fucking instance the leader shows up. Red Hulk, the first millisecond.
They could have very much kept out the post-credit scene or replaced it with something more productive because
Oh
that was
my
absolutely that was a
god.
nothing sandwich.
That is the
just
I
nothing.
think that is
It's absolutely nothing.
I think that is
wanted
the
to.
actual worst post-credit scene in a Marvel movie. Or honestly, in general, I think that's one of the worst like comic book movie post-credit
It
scenes.
doesn't make any sense. Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
You just fucking
I've seen the
reminded me.
probabilities.
You just fucking reminded me. I had like a fucking I had a meme plan, and it was like an inside joke where it was like the fucking I've seen the probabilities, and then when the screen cuts to black, I put like the instrumental version of like whoop that trick with fucking Terrence with Terrence Howard. Fucking it's genuinely such a fucking. I saw that scene and I was like, damn, this is it. I mean, you're telling us shit that fucking we already know about. Like that's gonna happen.
There are days where nothing happens, and then there are months where nothing happens.
Yeah, I've seen the probabilities. The probability that Robert Downey Jr. becomes Doctor Doom. Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen Channing Tatum become Gambit in a serious role.
Sam, I saw the probabilities. Jonathan Majors pleaded not guilty and won. I saw the probabilities. Won the case. No, it's just nothing, Burger. Like there's so many. I feel like you know what? I would have actually preferred it, and this might sound crazy. I would have actually preferred if it was either just a nonsensical fun scene or
Oh
if it were
yeah.
just setting up something very low stakes, like Sam recruiting for the Avengers, like they were
That's what I
supposed
thought
to
it
be
was gonna
listening.
be. That's like the obvious thing. Obvious thing to do,
I
isn't
don't
it?
know why they didn't do that.
Well, I
Like
gotta
just
pee. I
have
gotta pee. I'll be right back.
that's like the like blatantly obvious thing to do is just have Sam like talk with fucking I don't know, like he goes
They
to
could have
Kamala
started with
Khan. You know what?
Shang-Chi.
He does the stupid Young Avengers shit. Like he goes to the Young
Right.
Avengers and is like, I'm looking to start a team, a Young Avengers or what I don't know, whatever. Dude, we have 3 fucking Avengers teams. I just realized we have 3 fucking Avengers teams. We have the
I
fucking
don't
Miss
think
Marvel.
they're gonna listen.
They're
If
probably
Miss
gonna
Marvel
ignore that.
doesn't
They're
show up,
probably gonna ignore that. But like hypothetically speaking, we have 3 different Avengers teams that we're worrying about. We have the fucking Kamala Khan, Kate Bishop, and like Ant-Man's daughter maybe, and then we
Mhm.
have fucking Sam's team, whatever the hell that even looks like, and then we have Yelena's New Avengers. And like I texted
I
you
think
earlier, somehow the New Avengers feels less co-opted than Sam's Avengers, which is presumably going to be like the real Avengers.
these people, they don't know each other. They don't know each other at all.
Like,
Like they don't.
Y'all got any? Y'all got any cool Avengers? We got She-Hulk and yeah.
Like Shuri,
Like I
he's
told
got
you,
Shuri. That's it. And like he
Sam
doesn't
Wilson.
fuck with them
Sam
like
Wilson
that.
will not. Sam Wilson will not lay down his life for Shang-Chi. I don't believe that. I don't believe you at all. Like, I don't believe you. You can't convince me. Like they're gonna start the movie where like they've been the Avengers for like 2 years and like
Oh my
they're all
god,
like buddying
please no.
around. They're all like buddying around.
Like who's gonna be on it? Who's gonna be on the Avengers? I'm trying to think now. Like, is it gonna be like it's gonna be Sam,
Mhm.
Thor? I get like what the fuck is Thor doing? Did he come back? Like, did he come back to
Nothing.
Earth? What has he been doing?
He's gonna be a man
It's
child
Love and Thunder.
again. He's gonna be a man. Yeah, he's.
There's gonna be a man child again.
Oh,
I
I
feel they
forgot
should
his
just kill
daughter.
him.
He has a daughter. That's a man.
Does he have a daughter?
He has
Yeah.
a daughter.
Yes. Yes. It's his
I,
real life.
dude, I haven't heard
It's
shit about
Chris
this.
Hemsworth's real life daughter.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm
No,
dead
I'm
serious.
not
This is a real
fucking.
life
He has
story.
an like he adopts Gore's daughter. Basically, like that's literally the plot at the end of the movie. He adopts Gore's daughter.
This dude, this happened in Love and Thunder, right?
Yes,
Yes.
worst movie
The
experience ever
first
done.
time I'm hearing this shit is the first time I'm hearing spoilers for that fucking movie, dude. I won't even
Dude,
lie to you.
it's like I can't even get into it because that genuinely like frustrates me so bad. But yeah, I mean like I don't even know like if I had to
Is
guess,
Thor gonna
just,
be a
like, off the top of
deadbeat
my
dad?
head-
Is he gonna leave his kid alone at home?
Yeah.
Is he gonna
He's just gonna be left somewhere. Like if I had to
Is
guess,
Doom-
it's probably like
Is Doom gonna
Sam Cap.
kill her like immediately?
She.
Grub shit, oh daughter. Shit, oh daughter.
If I had to guess, it's probably like Sandcap, Thor, Hulk, She-Hulk,
No, She-Hulk. She's not.
Ant-Man. It will cost them like 10 million more to put in She-Hulk, but I feel like if they actually no, yeah, maybe not.
Can we get She-Hulk on the Fantastic Four?
Maybe
Can we get
small
She-Hulk on the
role,
Fantastic
but
Four?
Yeah, minimal role. She'll be in like a big
She-Hulk-
fight, but I don't think
I feel like
She-Hulk
Shuri
on
is
the
like a
Fantastic
guarantee
Four?
for the team. I feel like Shuri is
I
the
don't
only
think
one.
so.
No.
I don't
Like
think so.
character-wise,
think
I
they're-
don't see it. Like plot-wise, I see it. Like if that makes any sense. Like character-wise, I don't think it
guess.
makes any sense for Shuri to like
No.
even
Yeah.
bother. But
Yeah.
like, I think plot-wise, she's going to obviously be involved since she's in the movie. So like, I think she's like the most one of the more obvious ones to be like a part of the Avengers team.
See, that's why I just wish they had. I just wish like an actual Avengers movie took the place of Brave New World because I feel like they were building up to like friction in Wakanda Forever between like Wakanda and the rest of the world, and either that's going to dissipate completely, or it's going to be chopped up, and like it's gonna be so distracted because it's like,
I was
oh,
I was
like
thinking about
like
it.
Sam is gonna have to like talk down Talokan and Wakanda from like going to war
Name is
again.
Kukulkan. The feather stupid god.
It's just gonna it's
Are we
such
gonna have
it's just
fucking
gonna be like a
M'Baku on the Avengers?
yes, because he's the king of Wakanda. Yes,
Oh wait, yeah,
yes,
he is. I forgot. I forgot she said. Yeah, I just watched the movie and I forgot. I forgot that that was the that was the main end of the movie was that she walked away.
yeah.
Because I had a thought while rewatching the movie though,
Mhm.
recently that like if Marvel was smart, they would have had Namor be like they could have pivoted and had Namor be like the side villain for an
Yeah.
Avengers movie.
I
Like
don't know
Namor
why
could have
they didn't go for that.
like that.
There's
It's such an
nothing wrong
easy
with that
layup.
at all.
It's such an easy layup for them to do.
You know what? And
Mm.
they still might.
Mhm.
So I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to speak too soon, but I feel like he's
But it
gonna
would have been
be
a
like,
way to like get an Avengers team together, like have that like
yeah,
him be like the threat, and then it's like okay,
yeah,
like this is the biggest thing we faced, like that we can actually react to in time. Like
right.
we need to get people together, and like it
Even
would have been a
even in
way to
Brave
like
New World,
stall. Like you could have stalled um until like an actual bigger quote unquote Avengers movie like a Doomsday, Secret Wars, what have you. Like it would have been a
even
good like smaller one to have.
even in Brave New World, I feel like it would have been much more compelling for Sam to literally have to take on an entire nation and like
Yeah.
debating like how
Yes.
ethical is it? Like if he like I know in some way it would be rehashing some of the material they went over with Wakanda Forever, but it has more resonance that it's literally like the face of America and the representative of America versus like having to face that like in some way he is also representing, European and Spanish colonialism that Talokan is very vehemently against and will just straight up kill anybody that will
Yeah.
even tries to cape for it. Like I feel like that's an interesting premise and having to deal with that. Like that's where you bring in that democratic part of Sam that like for some reason they were trying to, you know,
They kept mentioning that he was a counselor, but like none of the moments where they mention it felt like he was doing a counselor thing, or like he was
right.
actually like he just was like being over like in some instances, mainly with Ross, he was just being overly like understanding. Like, oh, I know
Right.
you're not this kind of guy, even though literally every like decision Ross has made has shown that he is a piece of shit who like kept a
They
guy in
just
prison, like wrongfully imprisoned for like years just so he
they
could become
completely
president.
took out. I think the thing is that my problem with Sam has been that like in Winter Soldier in Civil War he had like such a like like a definitive identity and like
Yes.
it was like especially in Winter Soldier like he had like a clear arc and it was just like it was good. Like it was good. In Civil War less so, but even like it feels like every movie that he's been in, his character's been whittled down more and more. And then they started to give him more in the Falcon and Winter Soldier with something compelling. And then they just in his actual movie gave him nothing to work with.
They
Absolutely nothing.
it's like almost character assassination what they I would say it is, honestly, just because it's
I
like
think it is. I
yeah,
think it is.
it is. Yeah, I think that's fair to say, just straight up. Because I 100% agree with you because it was something I thought of when I first watched the movie, and it was something that came to the forefront of my mind rewatching it. Just like Sam Sam has always been a victim of the government's like in Winter Soldier, he's like directly fighting against the government corruption that
Mm-hmm.
Hydra, which in that movie makes it very clear. It's like Shield and Hydra are the same thing. Like at this point, like
Mm-hmm.
it is so like base
They're
to that
synonymous, basically.
organization that it all needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then same goes for Civil War. The government is saying, "Hey, fuck off! Like we need you to answer to us on like where you're allowed to go." And Sam agrees with Cap and says, "No, that's not how any of this shit should work." But for some reason, when we get to this movie, and Ross is like, "Oh, I need you to restart the Avengers," instead of like he does say the line of like, "What if we disagree on a situation?" It should have just been an immediate fuck you. It should have just been immediate like no. Like
it's like
if
no,
I do that, it'll be on my terms. Like I will not do this under your supervision. This should not even be a conversation I'm having with you. I shouldn't even be at the White House in the first place talking to you because I should fucking hate you.
No, there's under no pretense, like genuinely. I think that's the thing that like I never really understood about Infinity War and Endgame was like they never really resolved any sort of tension between the rest of the Avengers, Tony and Steve aside. Like, like, like Tony put them in jail and like was just willing to let them just rot away for as long as necessary.
Yeah, like,
and
that's what I kept thinking in my mind. I was like, Sam, you were literally put in prison by this guy.
Right. Like there's nothing. It's just like, oh, like we're friends. We're gonna team up again. Like it's like what?
And they try to, yeah. And for the Ross situation, they try like he's like, well, like I fucking hate this line because it's so stupid. It's like look how it is out there. It's like seeing Captain America and the man who's leading the country, even if it's Ross. He's like that brings hope to people. What the fuck are you talking about? What kind of hope does that? Like what kind of that is like? I can't say the word. But like you know the
shit. Was it the
no?
Hold on. Was it the?
I know the word that I'm thinking of.
When I said, was it the vice word?
No. Ty knows the word I'm thinking of. I can't say it. I will never say it. You said it before. But like, it really is that kind of behavior.
It is
eerily that behavior.
I think it's a weird thing. Like it feels very time. I haven't seen anyone make this criticism yet, but it feels like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, in the time that it came out, it felt like liberal optimism in the sense that like it was like clinging on to liberal optimism, the idea that like we could all band together against the great evil. And also coincidentally that same year Joe Biden won the 2021 election, on 2020 election. And then
yeah, like he had just won it months earlier.
Yeah, and then this year, it's like coincidentally, art reflects the times, and
yep.
Instead of liberal optimism, we're getting like this both sides, like we can work across the aisle. Like I can still see the good in you because you're human ethics. But instead of it being like, meandering politicians like it was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it is straight up like someone who is just evil. Like
who has proven himself to be evil time and I believe they're still good at him because he loves his daughter. So everybody loves their fucking daughter most times.
Exactly.
Like, that doesn't mean he's an actual good father, or he should have been a father in the first. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Like he can't even maintain his relationship, and like we're like again, it's just like it's gone even further. It's gotten even worse because now it is trying to push that like, oh, like let's try to find the human in him somehow. But it's like no. Like let's not, please. Let's not.
It's insane. Another thing we've kind of talked about before, but like it's insane that the Captain America movie that like directly deals with the presidency and all that has less political relevance to the moment than Daredevil Born Again of all fucking shows. Of all fucking shows, that somehow has more political relevance and like bite to it. Admittedly not like a ton, but like it has some like actual like bite to it compared to Brave New World.
What happened to the plot of the original movie? Wait, well, hold on. Didn't they go through like several reshoots too? Then they go like several reshoots and rewrites.
They basically did like
Which show are we talking? Which one are we talking about? Brave New World or
Brave,
Born
yeah,
Again? 'Cause
Brave
both-
New World, Brave New World, Brave New World.
Yeah, Brave New World went through a ton of reshoots, and the audience reaction wasn't good. I guess. 'Cause, the audience is always right. Clearly, they know what they're talking about.
Yeah. This is what we got because of the audience. Yeah. I'm good, bro.
Oh man. I don't know. I just state of the MCU booked? Question mark.
Yeah.
Is it over?
I think it was something that I thought of while watching Thunderbolt, like that I thought of after watching Thunderbolts, but I think like the main like killing blow is that like characters don't have interiority anymore. Like they don't exist outside of movies anymore. Like in between movies you would know like stuff happened to Tony, like Pepper left him, or like other stuff. Like you would know like things were happening in between the movies. Now nothing happens. Like Yelena in Thunderbolts, we have like this general idea that she was just kind of like doing contracts for Val. Why? Why after the Hawkeye situation would she still be doing contracts for Val? Same goes for Ghost. Why is she doing any of mercenary work? What happened to the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp where they were supposed to like help rehabilitate her? Same goes for Taskmaster. And I know I haven't talked about it here yet, but I will use this moment to talk about what I've already been talking about amongst our friend group is how dirty they did Taskmaster, a character that they could have made really good, but just decided to really mean-spiritedly kill off.
And Thunderbolts, right? That's what you're talking about? Yeah, that shit is fucking funny. I got that clip on my feed. And I think it's like, cause it's like that, Yelena chick with like the Sentry, right? And then he shows up and then he just gets fucking his brains blown out, right? That's how he dies? Right?
Yes.
Am I talking about the same? I don't know, man. I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, why don't you just go back to the corner and read the Garfield comics? It's okay. Anyway,
whatever.
Taskmaster, like the whole premise of her character was that she was brainwashed. Like she has not had like a true moment of sentience or free will since she was a child. You're telling me that the second she gains that sentience and free will, she just goes back to being a mercenary. That's it? Like she just does that? Like that's what she decides to do? Same with Brave New World. Like what has Sam been doing since Falcon and Winter Soldier? What, like he's just been helping the president? Like he's just been helping Ross with military operations? That's it?
Right.
And the same thing's going to happen when
family. Nothing about his family.
His sister?
Like he just completely disappeared.
Bucky is like the one that frustrates me the most because it's like they show that he's a congressman in Brave New World out of nowhere. They're just like, oh yeah, like I gotta go do this speech or whatever. And then in Thunderbolts, they show he's like a complete fucking moron, and it's like he didn't even want to do it in the first place. And it's like, how did he get elected? Like, why did he do it in the first place? He clearly does not care. Like, just again, it's an interiority thing where like none of the characters seem to exist outside of 2 hours that we see them anymore. Like they don't have lives. They just exist for just that stretch, and that's it. You will not get anything outside of like in their personal life. Between those movies, all you get is just this one situation and no acknowledgement of what has come before, other than like very broad strokes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just no signs of stopping. No signs of stopping.
No signs.
And like Doomsday, like what are they gonna do to Shuri? Like she gave up
because I feel like she's in a very unique position where I feel like she needs I feel like they needed like a movie where Sam could have like the A team like are you in or are you out talk, but like Shuri legitimately needs to be convinced because she gave it all up. And like
Yeah.
they're not gonna bring that grief to Doomsday. Because I know they're not
No,
that brave.
not at
They're
all.
not that brave. They wouldn't dare. She should absolutely be furious at all of them. She
They're
has
probably just
every
gonna.
reason to
They're
hate
probably
everyone.
just gonna. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if she's just on the throne. Like if they just like cut to Doomsday and like she's just like
No
queen.
way.
Like
No way.
I
No
would not be
way.
shocked. I would
No
not be shocked.
way.
You
No
you you say
way.
no way. I have not heard a
No
casting
way.
for Lupita Nyong'o. If she's not in the movie,
Genuinely,
but like she might be
I
in the
don't
movie.
think
She might be in the movie. But like
I don't think they would I don't think they would do that only because
I think
firstly,
they
I
would.
don't think the script is finished enough for them to even know that. And secondly, I doubt right now they would want to step on Ryan Coogler's toes. I actually doubt that. Like, I think they would be really hesitant
I don't
to.
know.
Like, they would
I
probably. I don't think they would do it. I don't think they would do it before Sinners came out, but I think after they would give them a call first and be like, okay, like,
I
like, what are you gonna
I
do?
guess I just
Like, what
think
are
of
you
like
gonna?
the Guardian situation. Like they like James Gunn kind of said he got his toes stepped on,
True.
not
Oh,
majorly, but
like,
like
I mean, big enough for them. I mean, like, I feel like wasn't he like really annoyed that they killed Gamora? Like he was like quote unquote okay with it, but like they
yeah,
didn't
what was
really
like I think
want
originally in Guardians
him.
2 she was supposed to die, but he went against it. So like it kind of like
Oh, that's
worked out
right.
with what he was going with anyway. But I think he was
Mhm.
more so annoyed with like the
Thor.
Thor stuff. Like
Yeah.
like if he had to deal with that, which thankfully he did not have to touch at all.
Mhm.
Um
That was great. That was
but
a great alley oop for Taika Waititi right there. That was a great alley
thank you, Taika, for that one good thing
because
that you did.
I cannot imagine Thor
Oh my
seriously being in
god.
Guardians.
Oh my god. That would have been movie over in like 2 seconds.
Coughing baby versus hydrogen
It's just
bomb.
like
Adam Warlock
yeah,
shows
like
up and he just fucking
it's like an axe thrown straight through his chest.
that hurts. Ooh.
Like almost immediately, like it's instead of the serious tone, like Adam Warlock comes straight at Rocket, flies into him, and then all you hear is just
Get off
no.
my rabbit.
It's like no more brother, no. And he just kills him immediately.
He just fucking
No.
rips his head off.
And
I
then he
got the
used
golden man.
like some kind of Bifrost lightning to save Rocket. Like just
Yeah,
so
he like finds Rocket in Valhalla and like brings his soul back to his fucking body or some shit. Heimdall, I need your help. Please.
So yeah, no. But I mean, I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll do that,
I
Shuri.
have very little faith. I have very little faith. I think she will be on the throne, um, Doomsday,
But like the thing
and
is like, I mean, I guess they're like, thankfully, Brave New World is in the position where they don't have to like justify why Peter is Spider-Man in Doomsday, or not
yeah,
Spider-Man in Doomsday, but then chooses to be Spider-Man in Doomsday, but they don't have the liberty to go do that first on their own. I'm glad that they're doing that, and then they can move into Doomsday. But
yeah,
I
me
think
too.
just stuff
I
like
think it
that.
works way better
Okay.
because I put it in a really awkward. Because again, it's like we haven't had a Spider-Man movie where he's just like able to be Spider-Man. Like,
Just
Right.
a dude
like,
doing street level
like,
shit, waiting
like
in line for food stamps. Come on, man. That's all I
Yeah,
want. That's all I want.
and then, like Doctor Strange just pulls out a portal. Peter, we need your help. We need to
And
stop
he's all
Doctor Who.
and
you need to
he's like in
stop
his
Robert
bed
Downey
and shit.
Jr.
And he's in like his bed and shit, and his costume's all battle damaged and stuff, and he's just trying to get some sleep after fucking gang war. And he's like, whatever, okay.
It's
I don't know.
it makes me think of that. I never read the comic, but I just remember seeing the page where it's like Peter just got done fighting like Morlun or like a Westmoreland variant or something like that. And he like finally like lays down in bed, and then like a portal opens and the spider people were like, "Peter, we're having a spider get in," and he's like, "Okay," and just like gets up and fucking goes through.
He's like, whatever, whatever. And he's like, yeah,
Whatever,
and he.
bro.
And he and he fucking looks like he's in like Mad Max or some shit. He's carrying like darts with him and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's. I understand it'll be a lot of work for them to. It really shouldn't be that much work for them to just look at the past arcs of the past movies and move accordingly. But just knowing that, just knowing the track record, they're just gonna stop all over it. Because that's what they've always done. That's what the Russo brothers already did. That's what they already did.
That's all they know.
Yeah, it's really all they know. They just don't care. They just don't know. Completely regress Peter's character in Infinity War. But that's where the Iron Boy
guys.
Jr. goes.
Somebody's gonna call him Peter. Somebody's gonna call him Peter by name. They're gonna know who he is.
Like it's just gonna be terrible. Like it's gonna be terrible. We're just gonna have to deal with it.
Hold on. What's the conversation? What are we talking about?
Well, I was just talking about how, like, even though it shouldn't be homework for writers to just look at where their characters are coming from and move accordingly and not break continuity, like character continuity, and disrupt their emotional stakes. But it's gonna happen anyway because it already has. With the Russo brothers' previous work, like, in Homecoming, they had established that Peter was, he's gonna be his own man. He's gonna be his own man. He didn't need any heroes. He didn't need role models. He's gonna do his own thing. Then immediately in Infinity War, he's like, "Oh, Mr. Stark, like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. Like, oh, it's so big. Like, I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid with wings." And it's like, oh, like, come on, like, you did your own thing. Like, you do your own
what
thing.
What happened to the plot of the original movie? Yeah. 1 second he's just chilling and stuff. He's like, I'm gonna do my own thing, and then the next second he just has a suit from Iron Man, and he can do all this cool stuff now in space.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, I'm it's like, is that are we talking about our wizard names or real names? And it's just
Oh, so we're using our fake names. All right, my name's Ben Riley. They're gonna call him Ben Riley. I swear.
No, that's not even. That's not That's horrible. Horrible. But no.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore.
You don't care anymore?
Whatever they want. Whatever they want, man. Just whatever they want.
Sure.
It's cool.
What the hell?
Cool. Fantastic Four soon, Tyler. Fantastic Four soon, Tyler.
I'm ready.
The Four. The Four.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
I'm ready for Miles Teller Maker. Come on. Come here, the ball.
Bro.
And on that note, I think that's it. No, we're not talking about Miles Teller Maker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. See, this.
We already had that last episode. We already had that bad episode with Eric Bana.
Bankrupt territory. just give it a rest at this point. The pleasure as always.
Miles Teller as Fox Black Panther.
Jesus, oh my god. See, you know what, please, just, enough.
No.
Enough.
Can we actually, you know what? One last Fox X-Men request. Taylor Swift as Dazzler. Can we get that happen? Can we finally get that, guys?
Oh, you gotta kill yourself.
Everybody's been begging for it. Absolutely everybody.
Everyone's been begging for it.
Everybody along with everybody who's been begging for Channing Tatum's Gambit movie now. All those people.
Famously, yeah.
Can we get Ariana Grande as Psylocke? I mean, that'd be comic accurate since she's Asian fishing. Yeah. Cause she Asian fishes and whatnot. I mean, like, it's like, it's kind of, it's comic accurate. Comic accurate. Well, shit. you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
Really, you know,
It's a long episode. It's a long episode, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I got it all out the tank until Superman and for the Fantastic Four.
That's what we're waiting
Couple
on.
months.
That's all we're waiting on.
Yeah.
That's all we're waiting on. All right.
I just hope we didn't say anything about how excited we are for Superman.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Fantastic
You know what?
Superman. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna. Oh, you mad? 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 3 to 5 times. 3 to 5 times, bitch.
I can't hear you. Yeah, anyway, I think it's really funny that we just didn't mention Superman at all. That's like quite strange, isn't it?
Movie not even out yet. Movie not even out yet, bro.
We were trying to keep it to the MCU. I thought I didn't want.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it the MCU.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. We didn't come up with any rules.
Yeah. Why would we be talking about Superman?
I wanted to stay on topic. I didn't want to mention. I didn't want to mention the nuclear bomb when we were talking about a coughing baby. Okay. I didn't want to mention the nuclear bomb.
Nuclear bomb. Nuclear bomb, Tyler.
That's all right. Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Should we talk about the fucking Marvel and DC crossover? Fuck! I feel like that's something we probably should try. No,
There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk
What
about.
is there to say about that? Oh yeah, I'm like really looking forward.
That it's happening. That it's cool.
I mean,
it's happening is cool.
These are my 2 cents, and I feel like everybody will you guys will agree on this. It's cool that it's happening. I'm probably gonna buy the book. I don't know if Ty is gonna.
I'm not
Batman.
But like, yeah, no. June's gonna buy the book. Me and June will buy the book. I'm excited that it's happening. I'm excited for the other. I'm excited for the other crossovers that are gonna happen out of this. I think this is a stupid first crossover to have. I think this is like the most anticlimactic options to pick.
It's Grant Morrison Batman, which is like would be great, but it's like also Deadpool, which is like why? Like why?
Exactly. Like that's where I'm like getting hung up. It's like this would be like a cool like backup one, but it's not. It shouldn't be like, guys, after 20 years, this is it. Like this is our first crossover back together.
Batman versus Deadpool. I mean, it's Grant Morrison's on it, I suppose. This is
they got like a decent team on it. I'm like hesitant about Wells, but I know Wells is a good writer outside of Spider-Man, at least from what I've heard. So like I'm interested. I'm excited for like the team that they have, especially Dan Mora. Like Dan Mora doing some Marvel art, fucking awesome, dude. Like I'm very excited for that.
Dan Mora. Oh, for the DC side. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got Greg Capullo on it. Like it's gonna look amazing. I know this book will look amazing. But I'm just it kind of makes me feel like the recent Batman Spawn crossover, which was horrible. Like that was a horrible book. Like, I don't know if any of you guys read that.
I read it.
Horrible crossover.
Wasn't good. Wasn't good.
That was really bad.
Did Snyder write it or was it McFarlane?
No, it was McFarlane. Maybe Snyder like co-wrote it or something, but like I think it was McFarlane. Yeah, McFarlane mainly wrote it. So like obviously we at least have like the writer upgrade of not having Todd McFarlane on a book. Honestly, it would not have shocked me if they got Rob Liefeld to to do this. It would have been hilarious.
Crossover.
It would have been hilarious.
Wait,
but
did Liefeld cut his ties with like Marvel or whatever?
Maybe. I don't know. I just know he's a dramatic bitch.
I'm pretty sure he burned his bridges like entirely.
Yeah, he's a dramatic guy. So
yeah. I was at the Deadpool Wolverine red carpet, and they were really mean to me. And I don't want to do anything for Marvel now because they were really mean.
Meanwhile, Peter David just died because Marvel and the U.S. healthcare system couldn't fucking help him. Couldn't spin in his direction.
Hold on,
but poor Rob Liefeld. Poor Rob Liefeld. Buying Corvettes in the 90s.
Yeah, I wrote Youngbloods and fucking Eazy went came and bought a copy of it. Yeah.
My fella, Eazy-E. My homeboy, my dog.
Yeah, way back when I was in the 90s when I was young and hip.
Back with the original
Ah.
gangsters, Todd McFarlane.
All
Todd
right.
McFarlane was
Well,
like the Dr. Dre of our group. He would beat a woman.
Goodness.
Well,
But yeah,
are there any
What would-
are there any closing things you guys want to say before we leave?
expect less. Watch Sinners. Ryan Coogler. You know, that's all I got. That's all I got. Just expect less, man.
Sinners? Is that still in theaters?
You know, yeah,
Yeah.
not for long, probably. Not for long, but yeah.
I mean, it's
It
lasted
comes out
this
every
long,
week.
surprisingly. I'm genuinely kind of shocked. It's still
Well, it's
in
because it
theaters.
got a re-release, right? It's because it got a re-release, right?
I know,
Or
but that was just
extended?
that was just IMAX showings.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah. But you know what? They got it showing today in Clarksdale, Mississippi, where the movie actually takes place. 'Cause they
Nice.
like it wasn't showing originally there, so they like there were no showings for the movie theater at all there. So they ended up doing like a special event with like Ryan, I think Miles Caton was there, Nova Gorson was there, and yeah, they had like a whole event for Clarksdale, which is like that's very cool. That's very cool for them. I'm happy for them. But yeah, I mean, you know, like I'm almost tapped out. I'm almost tapped out. I'll say that. Almost tapped out. I guess we'll see.
all right.
Channing
Anything
Tatum
you want to say
Gambit.
for closing? Anything you what?
I was gonna say Channing Tatum Gambit 500 more years. That's my
Give
closing
him his
statement.
own movie. Give him his own movie, please.
Give it. Let the
Or-
prophecy
or-
be fulfilled. Give him the movie.
Really want
His own
that's what
movie.
we try-
His
It'd be
own
so
movie.
peak. It'd be amazing, guys.
Put him in the MCU X-Men.
Even though 3 directors dropped out of it, it would have been peak.
Thank God.
Clearly, everybody wanted to make it so bad.
They're lining up to make it.
Can
right.
we get this on Trump's film docket? Like how he's assembling an elite group of Hollywood talent. Can we get Channing Tatum on that group, and can we have Trump be like, the Channing Tatum Gambit movie? It's gonna be fucking amazing. I think it's gonna be the best superhero movie, the only superhero movie. I think it would be a really strong movie. Yes. I love the movies.
Folks are trying to cancel again.
Cinematography. It's just the Dark Knight. It's just that Dark Knight video again, but about Channing Tatum Gambit. Cinematography.
Oh, you're talking about when he made that video of Ben Affleck, and he's like, people do not panic. Channing Tatum's a good Gambit. He's a good actor.
Not panic.
Oh, look at a handsome young man. Look at the cheekbones on him. He's incredible.
Well, I was thinking it's like I think he was talking about the Dark Knight Rise. He's like the cinematography. It's like an actual video. He's like the cinematography, everything. It was great.
Meanwhile, it's actually talking about like Wall Street uprising. It's completely
Wall Street uprising?
Yes. That was a part of the Dark Knight Rises plot. And it just completely goes over his head. As usual. As usual. But I don't know. Let's get that Gambit movie going, Kevin. Let's get rid of it.
That's the untitled Marvel movie for 2027. This is gonna be
save.
Okay, actually, I want to get my prediction out here now. I want to get this is my actual final thought. My prediction is 2028. So they're getting Secret Wars out by the end of 2027.
Yeah.
I think 2028 is after Secret Wars they'll do like a soft reboot. And my Hail Mary guess is that they reboot Iron Man. And that's like one of the first movies that they do, like 20 years.
Wait.
Celebrate 20 years of MCU, or it's X-Men.
I gotta look something
It's
up.
likely going to be
I gotta
X-Men,
look-
but my Hail Mary shot is
Hold
Iron
on.
Man.
No, you know what?
Hold on. You
I have a
said
feeling.
you said X-Men.
Yes, because they
I
are
have-
doing an X-Men movie. But
I have
First
a
MCU
feeling.
movie to sell first MCU movie to sell 0 tickets. First MCU movie to
I
sell
have
0
a feeling. I have a feeling. I want to throw it out there. This is my Hail Mary. When they reboot, Tom Cruise will finally be Iron Man. Because he's leaving Mission Impossible.
Ooh.
He's leaving Mission Impossible. He's gonna need another big
Mm.
action franchise. And it's going to be I feel like they're that desperate. They're that desperate. They're gonna and and they're not gonna do any actual movies.
Okay,
He's that
even if they don't get
It'll
Tom
be
Cruise
cozy.
as
It'll be cozy.
even if they don't get Tom Cruise as Iron Man,
Mhm.
Howard Stark. They could get him as
Howard
Howard Stark.
Stark.
No, that's
I
like even
I
worse.
could see
That's
could
like
see it.
so because then he actually has to act.
You're
It's not
adding to
even-
the vision, Ty. You're adding to this vision.
No, like it's even worse. He's not punching anything. He's not jumping off anything.
What the fuck is he doing as Iron
I
Man?
don't
What, we're just gonna
believe
see him in a
I don't
fucking
believe that.
HUD.
Yeah.
We're just gonna see him in a fuck. He's not gonna do shit.
No,
I
you
built
know
an actual Iron Man suit for this movie, guys. I built an actual
Yeah.
Iron Man suit. I'm actually
Yeah.
flying around.
I'd rather that. Like
You'd
that
that Ty would rather that. Ty would rather that. Dude. I would rather that.
That's my Hail Mary prediction. They reboot Iron Man, 20 years of the MCU as like the big kickoff.
That is horrible. I don't think they'll.
I know it's
like,
horrible,
that
but I'm just saying.
that might kill. That might kill the game entirely. Like that just might kill it. Like
That would
Like-
kill you entirely.
We know
No, that would kill
these
it.
people, Ty. We know
That
how
would kill
desperate
the-
they are.
that would kill the franchise. Like I don't. I think I
Glenn
can't rule
Powell.
it out.
Glenn Powell, Iron Man.
No.
Glenn Powell, Iron Man.
Oh, that-
Dude, I'm gonna
no, that's
kill
like
you
not
next
even-
week.
dude,
kill
that's
you
like
next
not
week.
Funny. That is not even funny. Like that's a no. Like like I'm thinking about that seriously, and like that's not even funny. Like that could kill the whole.
What
thing.
fucking uncle touched you to the point where you're fucking saying some bullshit like
I
this,
just-
bro? What trauma
I'm
made
trying
you
to
this
I'm
way?
trying to think like these people. I'm trying to think like these people.
I
Okay.
guess, bro. Like I guess.
I mean, I
True.
guess, but still, geez.
No, I think they're just running out of actors who are going to be interested in the MCU going forward. Because really, who's gonna care when it's like 2032 and like they've got to find another set of Captain Americas and Iron Mans and Spider-Man and Thors and whoever else. By the way, just kill Thor forever. I'm done with Thor. I'm all good on Thor.
Kill Thor forever. Kill Hulk too.
Bro got 4 movies.
Yeah.
He actually got 4 movies.
Yeah, like he's actually good. Just to like kill him forever. Like I don't want to see him ever again. Really,
Kill Hulk too.
they're just gonna run out of people. You know, if I had to give a Hail Mary prediction, I would say I don't even know.
I feel like they're gonna rip the Band-Aid off with something in 2028. Like I feel like they're gonna reboot somebody. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel it in my bones that they're gonna
gotta be
reboot
big, though.
somebody.
That'd be big.
And like
They
I
might introduce Miles like Spider-Man. Like they might introduce Miles Spider-Man. Like I could see them doing that.
I could see that, but like again, I feel like it's gonna be like soft like they're gonna
Mhm.
like de-age people or like just like completely like reset like how some characters are. That's what I feel in my bones at least.
No,
I feel
I
like
know, and you're probably right
going-
about that, but I feel like it's like it's like I know they're gonna do the soft reboot definitely, but if they just start over immediately, like another Thor Avenger movie, like then that's just killing the whole thing. Because then it's just like, oh well, then we're just doing all these stories over again, so we might as well not invest at all.
I keep going back in my mind about what I think it was Bob Iger said. It's like we need to go
Mhm.
back to like the core Avengers. It's like we're focusing on like the reliable like core Avengers characters and franchises.
Awful.
So that again, I'm trying to think like them, and that's where my mind goes. Ideally, the
Well, I
ideal
think
place
it should be
the ideal
X-Men.
place is that they go with
That's much.
the X-Men and build out from there and focus on that group.
Mhm.
But I have a feeling that they're gonna also they're gonna like reboot some main pillars. personally.
I agree. I just don't think that's the first movie you go with.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with
Oh.
you. I do not want to see it to happen, especially because I know it's been 20 years. I know that's a long time, but like it doesn't feel like it's been that long. Like it doesn't like actually feel like it's been that long in a weird way.
No, it will be. It will be. Next year it is. Next year it's 20. Next year it's 20th Doomsday. Wait, no. 2 years.
No.
2 years.
2028 is 20 years for the
2028.
MCU.
20 years, yeah. Iron Man
That's
came
what
out
I'm saying.
2008.
Like they have Secret Wars wrapping up in December 2027. If it sticks to that date, they're wrapping up in December 2027. 2028, that's where you go hard. That's where you have your reboot year. It's like it's 20 years of the MCU. This is a fresh starting on point for people. Like here you go.
You know, Bryce saw Iron Man, OG Iron Man at theaters. So fucking old. You're so fucking old, dude. You're so old, dude. You're so fucking old.
I was there from the beginning.
12?
No, I was like fucking 7. I was like 6 or 7.
You're so fucking old, dude. So fucking old.
No, man.
Was OG Iron Man end recession or fucking like middle of recession?
I was like right. No, I was like I was like right.
Maybe it was during the recession because I went to the drive-in to see it. So maybe my parents were like, oh, we gotta go with the drive-in for this one, buddy. We can't go to the theater.
No popcorn, no nothing, man.
We gotta sneak the snacks in. It's easier to sneak the snacks in the drive-ins, and it's cheaper. We get a 2-for-1 here, buddy. All right, I think that's it now. I think we're actually done. I think I've exhausted my points.
Yeah, I've been teriyaki Asian. This has been a Talk. See ya. Bye.